But right now, Eddie Burrill, the barista on the starting line, making his NCL final debut yesterday. And he had a great run in stage 1. We're hoping he can replicate it in stage 2. Eddie coming over from Queensland. You can see that his hands are really chalked up, ready to go, so he doesn't have to have time off to chalk up in between obstacles, which can save a lot of time. Just need to get it through the balance.
Eddie Burrill.
And we're through.
The barista from Queensland.
And onto, what is it, Lollipop Lane?
Lollipop Lane.
Lollipop Lane. It's making me hungry.
Sounds like a Mario Kart level.
Luckily, we got Uber Eats on the way. Hey, Rory.
Big lead. Let's go, Eddie.
Come on, Eddie. Big swing. And onto the third. Fantastic.
Tension is rising here in stage 2.
Qualified in the Queensland qualifier terrain training, which we all know is a very, very hard course terrain training. Oh no! And just slipped off. We know that these Lollipop Lane handles are extremely slippery, and even with that amount of chalk.
Eddie Burrill just coming off on that 3rd or 4th lollipop there. He's had a wonderful season. It was so good to have him across here from Queensland. Well done, Eddie Burrill.
This is making me nervous, Rory. But up next, we have a man with a very impressive resume wearing a Ben Paulson t-shirt, Fred Dorrington, crowd favourite. Completed on Ninja Warrior UK, where he finished 3rd, and was furthest the fastest on season 1 of Australian Ninja Warrior. I tell you what, he's got an impressive resume, impressive track record.
He absolutely does.
I'm looking forward to seeing Fred run.
Fred Dorrington, one of the most reputable ninjas in the country. We're joined now in the box with Justin Conway. I'm going to pass the mic over to Justin, and he's going to run you through our next few competitors. Justin Conway, how you doing?
Hey, awesome to be back. Thanks for having me in the booth. It's been a great comp so far. Super fun course, but very tricky doors. I can't wait to see somebody tackle that 3rd door. That one is that's the Ninja Killer.
Do you know much about Fred Dorrington?
I don't.
Fred is an incredible athlete. He actually, before season 1 of Australian Ninja Warrior, he competed in the UK Ninja Warrior, where he placed 3rd. And then in the first season of Australian Ninja Warrior, he got furthest, the fastest.
Wow.
So, he means serious business. So, no one's got past floating door 4. As you know, you've competed it. It's extremely hard. The doors of death.
Yep.
With a resume like that, what do you think? How do you think Fred's going to go?
It sounds like this could be it. I'd love to see it happen. It is tricky. I can tell you that it's tricky specifically because by the time you get to that door, you see these cutouts. If you look closely on the screen now, you can see those cutouts in the doors.
The grooves,
The grooves, yeah. They are very slight and very gradual, and that paint is like a high gloss slick. So you go through these pipes, you go through the first 2 doors. That 3rd one, you probably have no chalk on your hands, and you probably also are a little sweaty. And that's
Come on, Fred.
Oh, come on!
Oh,
no
God.
way! So you can see that door so that next door that he was moving to is the one that had the slight bevel in it, where it becomes really tricky. Yeah, and you can see where that presented the issue.
Millimeter in that groove.
Yeah, just a little bite would be good. Or just, maybe if you could chalk up somehow. We'll see if there's an athlete that can figure it out, hopefully soon. But yeah, these are tricky doors.
Oh man, I want to see someone get through the doors because I want to see a course completion. We know it is possible. Adam Chatfield was here. He tested the course. He made it through. But don't forget that these guys did compete on stage 1 yesterday. Nerves do kick in. Sweat kicks in. And those doors just don't have much grip.
Yeah, it could very well be the case, though, that we just have to see the code cracked. You know, a lot of the times we'll see a ninja go through an obstacle, and then all of a sudden the doors open, and, you know, it floods through. All the ninjas start getting it, right? You just see it unlocked, and you mentally get that kind of push of confidence, and everybody else can do it. And we'll see if, or if there's some tech, right? Somebody could pull out some crazy tech that we're not thinking of.
But up next, we've got Graham Payne making his NCL final debut yesterday. Was the first interstate ninja to arrive in Perth for the finals, so we know he's settled in. He had an incredible run yesterday. Hopefully, you can do it again, Graham.
This was a feel-good run and great time yesterday as well. He was looking smooth through the course.
Yeah, so Graham's our 23rd competitor of the day. I mean, we're nearly halfway through, and we haven't seen someone get through the floating doors. And I can't believe he only started competing in Ninja this year because his daughter asked him to, and in his debut, he hit a buzzer.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then he came through NCL final debut yesterday, hit another buzzer. I mean, consistent, right?
Crushing it. That's great. And that's actually not the first story that I've heard this week since being in Perth of ninjas that just got into Ninja.
Oh, he's just
that
on
one
the
was
edge
close.
There, far out.
Wow. That just got into Ninja and are starting to crush it. And I think it's partially because the sport's just so awesome that when people really get it, oh, he used two hands. Let's see if he gets called on it.
Oh, can you not use two hands?
From what I understand, it's supposed to be a single hand obstacle you're not allowed to match.
I think
could
on
be
the
wrong.
Final you could probably
on the last
match
one,
off, but
could be the case. All right, and it looks like he's moving on, so hopefully he's good. But the energy here and to see so much new talent come into the sport and do so well, get so pumped for it and move through, super inspiring. I love to see the sport grow.
And do you know what's inspiring as well? This guy's nearly 50.
Yeah, incredible.
And his forearms are more jacked than mine. And I'm only 27.
Yep.
I mean,
yep. Yeah, no excuses, guys. I talk to a lot of people.
Excuses.
Yep, I'm hanging out in the gym, you know, pretty much all the time, and people will come up and say stuff like...
He's a family man. He's got kids.
Right, exactly. Yeah. There you go. So tons of other priorities. You know, people will come up and say, you know, I wish I could do that, or, you know, some version of that. And I'm like, well, you 100% can. Just do it. And they're like, well, how do I start? And I'm like,
Graham,
just do it.
He's
just,
a prime example, starting this year, and here he is, stage 2, having a little wave.
Personality into the camera.
I love it.
Awesome.
Come on, Graham.
Having fun out there.
I'll tell you what, he
Let's
made it
see.
onto the first door. Come on, Graham.
Ooh, that was looking good.
Really good. He's looking really good.
Let's see.
He's onto the third door.
Transition.
Come on,
Oh, man.
No.
Wow. That was close, though. Still having fun. Still smiling.
What
love
a
that.
legend.
Awesome. I love this big blue mat here, too. It looks like you're laying in a big pool of water, like the show.
Graham
But you don't have to get wet. You don't get a palm towel in your face or anything.
Boy,
these doors.
Outstanding effort by Graham. NCL debut, you got to be happy with that. What an effort. That's fantastic, Graham.
Really. Basically making it the furthest so far, right? I mean, that's the furthest point.
I think Chris Keswick actually made it to the fourth door. Chris
did
Keswick,
he?
Yeah, so I think he's in place in number 1.
Okay, nice.
And then obviously Graham in there based on time now on the third door. But up next, we've got Ben Davies. Hit 3 NCL buzzers this year. Appeared in season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior. And I tell you what, he competed and he did a very good job yesterday in stage 1. And I'm hoping he could replicate that for stage 2. We just need one person to get through these doors, the doors of death.
See if you can put it together here. I like this obstacle where you unclick the magnets. It looks really cool. Woo! Whoa, come on. Getting a little stabilization from the posts. That's good. Right to the platform. Nice.
How strong are those magnets on stage 2?
If you do the angling like he just did, you know, you kind of tilt it before you pull off. It comes right off because you have to break that surface tension basically. But if you don't do that, you'll probably pull those posts right over. They're pretty strong magnets.
Come on, Ben. Nice little lock-off strength
Ooh,
there on the
second
edge. One, but as you know, when you're using lock-off strength that early, you know, you could gas out before the doors, but...
Absolutely.
Come on, Ben.
However,
we know you've got the strength to get through.
On the doors, though, you do tend to start in a lock-off, and then sometimes you lean back and you use more feet. Yeah, so hopefully not using too much of the type of strength that he's going to need here.
Darren
I like the water
Baker
station.
online messaging in, can they use the other side of the doors? They cannot. They
Nope.
can only use the one side of the doors, unfortunately.
Yeah, in fact, they very intentionally set up, if you look carefully, you'll see that the doors have two different types of holds on the sides of them. And the first door and the last door have a bevel that make it fairly easier to grab. The easier version, let's put it that way. The middle three don't have that same lip. They just have this kind of small bevel that I was talking about before that gets slippery. And so that's what's taking people out, is that tricky middle section. And so, yeah, you cannot move to the other side of the doors. You can't span the doors and kind of grab them widthways with both hands. You have to stay on one side, basically facing the crowd the whole time.
And Ben appeared on Season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior, and of course, as we all know, on Season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior, the doors knocked all the final athletes out, so we know that they are incredibly hard.
Oh, come on, fight!
Get that grip on, get that grip on.
Come on!
Oh. Third door takes another.
Wow, this is going to become a meme. The third door is going to become like the new term for ninja killer. Love from the crowd. Oh, you can see him fighting, trying to pull through. So
hard,
close.
Trying to get through.
Great effort.
As you mentioned, we just need one athlete to get through the doors, and then everyone else will realize, you know what, it is possible.
Hopefully, yeah. Looking forward to it. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody will do it. It's just a matter of time.
I have no doubt that someone is going to get through these doors.
But then the next question is, how about the rest of stage 2? I mean, there's a lot more to go.
But the thing is as well,
This
it's not just the obstacles, it's the time limit of 4 minutes 45.
I thought that was going to be the biggest obstacle. To be honest with you, I didn't worry about the doors at all. But that's the kind of advantage you have with trying an obstacle ahead of time, because you know if it's actually difficult or not. Looking at it, you really have no idea.
No.
For those watching at home, if you haven't tried Ninja before, this is kind of typical, where you'll look at an obstacle and you'll be like, I know what to do.
But up next, we got Cameron McLintock in very impressive stage 1. The wingspan ninja is up next, but right now we've got Cameron McLintock, qualified at the Byron qualifier at Ninja and Play. He's hit 4 NCL buzzers this season. And I tell you what, he cleared stage 1 on the NCL finals, making his second appearance. How do you think it's going to go?
Well, he's definitely a strong athlete, but we've seen a lot of strong athletes go out on this course, right? I mean, it's all a matter of putting it together and seeing who can unlock this strategy through the doors. But I'm hopeful.
Similar to you, he's actually a gym owner. He just opened up his own gym, Australian Warrior Fitness.
Nice. And where is that? Do you know?
I dare say it would be over. He qualified in Byron, so I'd be saying it'd be over east somewhere. Yeah.
Cool. Nice. I'm headed to the east side after Perth. I'll be there next week. I have to check it out, see if it's close.
You should hit up Cameron McLintock. I mean, opened up his own gym. He means serious business.
Yeah, I'll be talking to him. He's looking strong here. I like the dead arm approach, because he is saving that energy, like you were saying before.
With the dead arm, everything goes through the arm. You can save a lot more energy that way.
Yep.
And leave it for the doors.
He's looking fresh, looking good. A little wipe of the hands, a little chalk. Oh, look at that, right on the pants. That is a smart approach. So I'm betting right now, I'm going to call it right now, at door 2, he's going to put his hands on his pants and chalk up. And this is going to be some good beta moving forward. Fully preparing. I love this. Unfortunately, he's got some chalk on the platform there. Hope he doesn't step back in it, but he's doing a good job of clearing off. There we go.
3 minutes 15. He's doing reasonably well for time. I mean, if he does get through the doors, he's definitely got a shot at hitting that buzzer.
Yeah, another thing that we're going to see here as we start to see athletes complete these obstacles is, the time crunch is really going to be, so you're focusing all your time now on this obstacle because it hasn't been beaten yet, but later athletes that have had the advantage of knowing what time to beat through this obstacle are going to go a little faster, try to go a little faster, and it's going to be more of a time race through it. And then the rest of the course, of course, is the course, of course.
The course, of course. Of course. Of course. Come on, Cameron.
Big reach there. Look at that flex. I like it. He's using a lot of energy here, though. I want to see him get closer to those doors. Nice. There we go.
Obviously wearing his gym singlet, Australian Warrior Fitness.
Ooh, that pinch. Oh, come on. Oh, man.
And falling off on the second
Yet another
door.
athlete out. But looking like he's having fun out there. Great attitude coming off the course, getting some love from other competitors.
The doors just take no prisoners. We're on to athlete 26 of 48 right now, with the furthest making it to the fourth door, Chris Keswick at the moment, I believe.
So the question
That's
is,
tough.
who will unlock the doors? That's why I commentate. That's what I'm good at, those puns.
The old dad joke.
Dad jokes 101.
But up next, we have someone that missed her exam to be here today, and thank God she did, because she did an exceptional job in stage one.
Good call.
Judith Carroll, making an NCL final debut yesterday, and of course smashing it with a sensational time. And we hope we can see another stage 2 buzzer today from Judith.
Yeah. So I wonder, do we have any rock climbing athletes coming up that you know of?
Rock climbing athletes, let's take a look through the list.
Because when thinking about who can potentially get past these doors, the pinch grip that may have been developed over years of rock climbing, that could potentially be where we see somebody pull through.
Judith doing an exceptional job to get through the balance. And on to Lollipop Lane.
Judith, number 26. Ooh, big miss. Ooh, she's going back to the platform.
Which he can do.
Good save.
Just resetting.
And these magnifying glasses are really cool. It's a fun obstacle. Ooh, a little
Just made it onto stage 2.
trouble getting it on there, but managed to pull through.
She's doing an exceptional
Nice
job getting
unhooks.
through.
Yeah.
I wanna see her make it
Smooth
through.
technique here.
Got to make it
And
through
to the
doors.
platform.
Perfect.
Nice. You can see the deep sigh. Happy to get through.
She's got an 86% finish rate on the course. Extremely high. And finishing first amongst the 3 women competing in stage 2.
Nice lock-off technique. You see this high thigh lock-off. The advantage of wearing shorter shorts, get more traction on those PVC pipes. Those are pretty slick. So, unfortunately, another big kind of obstacle, you could say, about this obstacle
Making
setup
it
is that,
a
oh, look
nice
at this.
little break
Look
there.
at this, no hands. See, that lock-off is terrific. You chalk at the beginning, but the chalk does not help you at all on the pipes.
Lean
It's a
back.
disadvantage. Come on, get it.
Get a good foot placement here, Judith. Come on.
Get it, get
come
it,
on.
get it. Yes! Yes! Good save. Look at the grip type
Onto
switching
door 3.
up.
Come on, come on. Judith, come
She
on.
can make it through.
Quick.
She's got to make a quick transition here.
Just
Get
needs
those
to keep
feet on.
that feet on.
Ooh, look at this. Oh, man. She fought, though. I love that fight.
So
Great
close.
job. She was getting creative out there, really ninja-ing her way through. Different grip types, hand over hand. Great fight. I love that. But once again, another ninja out on the third door. And like I was saying, so you chalk up at the beginning, but it does not help you on the pipes. You actually lose traction on the pipes because it's slick PVC.
But you need it on the
But you need it on the doors, right? So that's where I was hoping that strategy of a previous competitor chalking up on the pants could come in the future. We'll see if anybody is able to use a similar
What a great
strategy.
save there. Tell you what, she's a strong competitor. Finished extremely well in stage 1. I'm super glad that she missed her exam to be here this weekend. Because
Yeah.
otherwise we wouldn't have seen her. But up next we have Dave Ravi, gym owner of here in Perth, Western Australia, Ninja Academy.
One of the men responsible for this very event and us all being gathered here today.
He's done
Big
the-
thanks to Dave for putting this together. We're going to see him attack this stage 2.
He's a 4-time stage 1 finisher at the NCL finals, making his 5th straight NCL final appearance. Co-owner of the Ninja Challenge League that has obviously been put on this weekend. And I tell you what, they've been spending a lot of time doing this, and it's an exceptional event. They've done a very good job, and to be obviously running the competition and competing as well is very stressful, but he's having no problem on the balance. He's known for his balance, actually, and known for being cool, calm, and collective on the course.
He is looking calm here, which is a huge advantage. The mental aspect I talk about a lot. It is 100% mental, 100% physical. It's both at the same time, and you got to keep that mental game. Ooh, look how smooth.
He's
beautiful
very
job.
smooth.
Ooh, little caught, just as I'm saying it. Ooh, look at that. Uh-oh. Nice unhook there.
And makes it onto the final one.
A little more forceful on that other one. Right through. There you go, right to the pants. Let's see Dave unlock it.
I've seen Dave multiple times complete the doors, but obviously, as I mentioned before, no one has actually ever had a crack at these thick doors before in the gym. These are brand new obstacles that no one's used before, but he's no stranger to the doors, so I think he does have a shot at making it through.
I have to tell you my own personal approach on this going through, though. I'm pretty confident on doors. That wasn't one that I foresaw an issue with. These are particularly tricky ones, so I hope he doesn't encounter the same issues that I did, where I was kind of surprised when I started to hold on to it. Yeah, let's see if he can
And even though Dave is the gym owner, he doesn't get any form of advantage. He hasn't tested the obstacles or used the obstacles. He's obviously seen them, but hasn't been able to train on them. So he's got the exact same as all other competitors here today.
Nice transition.
But he's looking.
First one looks good. Second one, come on, come on, come on.
But we know that there's trouble with the third. Come on, Dave.
He's looking good, getting his chest inside.
Come on,
there we
Dave.
go.
Come on,
oh,
hold it.
Man, that was close. Oh,
no.
so close. The
Dave
cannonball
Ravi.
onto the mat. Oh, great job, Dave. He definitely prepared for it. You could tell the technique was there. He fought super hard.
The third
and
door.
I thought he was going to get it. The feet were there. Here's the replay. Watch the feet come around and then tip so the toes right on. I feel like
Just
if it
need
was
a
even
little
just
bit
the
more
heels,
height.
just a little more purchase, he could have stuck it so close. So close. Boy, so what are we up to? 28?
We're on to 28. Jeremy McInnes.
We're getting pretty deep in the run here, in the run order.
Up next, Jeremy, 95% course completion average. He's a geologist making his NCL final debut yesterday in stage 1 where he absolutely crushed it.
Geologist, that sounds like a cool job. Anything with an ist at the end, I feel like.
You know it's cool. I mean, Jez, you look at Jez's forearms.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And you go, and they are made for the doors. Let's hope he gets there.
This could be the guy. Oh, no, no, no.
Come on, Jez.
Oh, no. Wow.
Balance has taken another.
Wow. Just a moment of not 100% attention on where that hand was going. I think he committed a little too much to that left side without having the magnetic.
We know that the balance takes no prisoners.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, maybe
God.
maybe he kind of pushed on it a little.
Extremely unlucky.
In the beginning. I was looking forward to seeing him on the rest of the course here. Perhaps another competitor can unlock it. Let's see. All right, and I'm going to swap out. Thanks again so much for having me in the booth. I'm going to enjoy some time with the other ninjas. Playtime for me because I'm done.
Thanks, Justin. That's Justin
thanks, guys.
Conway.
Enjoy.
Thanks, man.
See you later.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, boss. And up next, Shane Elisara. He's a gym owner, and he's an incredible athlete. Lost 3 kilos to be here today, and I think that's going to massively help on the doors. I really want to see him hit the buzzer on stage 2, and I certainly think he's got the capability to do so.
Big thanks to Justin Conway for jumping in to have a good chat with us just then. I am Rory Smith. I'm back in the booth with Rob Sandover.
And it's good to have you back, Rory.
Good to be back, Rob.
But right now we got Shane up. He's the owner of Terrain Training over East, and I've been to Shane's gym and I've seen what he does. He does a first state ninja competition every year where some of the best ninjas come, and oh my God.
No. And you can put a little bit of your body weight onto those beams.
Just that balance.
But not that much. People are treating it like you can really lean into it. And we're seeing shock elimination after shock elimination on the first few obstacles.
Stage 2, taking no prisoner. And do you think, Rory, it could just be the psychology effect of the doors? People just thinking, wow, no one's getting through the doors, and that's all they're focusing on. They're not focusing on each obstacle at a time.
18 competitors left. That's it.
I tell you what, it's been great to have Shane come down with his family over to Perth.
He looks happy.
He looks happy.
He's had a wonderful run. Well done, Shane. Up next, we have Lê Thuc, 39 years old, engineer, qualified through terrain training in Queensland. Lê Thuc appeared on Season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior and Season 5 of Sasuke Vietnam. Comes from a BMX background, Rob. Making his NCAA Finals debut. Let's go, Lê Thuc. I have here, Rob.
Now, I remember his stage 1 run yesterday where he got up to the top and he just kind of looked down at everyone and was like,
That's how you do it.
Is that all?
And we said nothing has pushed this guy on stage 1.
And I think stage 2 is going to push him.
We need to throw harder obstacles, or maybe these obstacles so far are too hard.
And I tell you what, he's taking his time on the balance, and I think that's very important to do because it has taken out a few competitors this morning.
We have a word from our sponsor, actually. Aussie Grip have sent through a review of the doors. Big shout outs to our sponsor, Aussie Grip. The doors are definitely a tough obstacle. The varying thickness is tough on the hands. It requires serious pinch strength, which if you're not a climber or been training your hands, it's going to be super tough. The texture is comparable to Aussie Grip soap bars, which are very slippery to hold. The width of the door and the Aussie Grip soap bar are quite similar. So if you've been practicing with the Aussie Grip soap bars, you'd be well equipped for the doors of death.
And I tell you who looks pretty well equipped for the doors of death right now.
Lê Thuc.
Lê Thuc. Wiping his feet off. He's been through the first 2 obstacles, which have taken out a few people, and he's still looking extremely comfortable. And now he's onto the poles.
Let's go.
To be honest, Lee doesn't look like he is fazed by anything.
He looks so relaxed right now.
So relaxed, so cool, so calm. He's just cruising. He looks like he is very, very composed.
Oh, Lee.
Come on, Lee.
This is the transition.
Need to get a little bit
so
higher.
many people off, and he's just come.
The third door again.
The door of death transition. Lê Thuc, another stunning athlete coming off on our death obstacle on stage 2. There's always one, Rob. One obstacle that takes out the majority of the course.
He's
and
looking
these
so
thick
composed.
doors. So difficult to complete here. Lê Thuc, he's had a wonderful weekend. Crushed stage 1.
Crushed it.
The man's a walking highlight reel. And
For
just
those
coming off.
listening online, you tuned in with Rob Sandover and Rory Smith here in the commentary box, the Smith-Sandover combo.
It is the NCL Finals 2019.
Where 104 of the best competitors, Australia and worldwide, got together to compete. And we've been left with 48. But right now, we've got the previous 10 up. And I tell you what, the lollipop hooks have taken out some, but
it's a doors bonanza.
It's a doors bonanza.
Only
God.
only Ben Davies, Judith Carroll and Dave Ravi, and Lê Thuc making it to door 3. No one making it to door 4 outside
Judith Carroll, what an excellent save on the door as well. Obviously missing her exams to be here today.
Chris Keswick and Cody Thomas, I believe, are the only 2 competitors to make it to door 4 so far.
Did Cody make it to door 4? That's
We're going to need to see a leaderboard later on. I could be wrong about Cody, but I'm pretty sure Chris and Cody, only 2 competitors. And for those other spots on the leaderboard, it's going to be who made it to door 3.
Rory, I just want to see a stage 3 run.
Oh.
I just want to see a buzzer hit. But right now,
William Yoong, financial consultant, international wildcard from Malaysia, sport climber, 4-time finalist in Velocity Urban Attack, Battle Bay Extreme champion. How good is that?
representing Malaysia as a national athlete for obstacle racing in 2019. He's a sports climber. He's a climber, which means he's got great forearm strength, which means he's going to be great on the doors. Let's hope he can get there.
And he looks light. See that this guy has sensational power to weight. Cruising through our balance obstacle. Little slip up there, but I think this guy is going to have no trouble with the lock-offs required to make it through this.
Straight onto lollipop lane.
Very easy. Very
He's using
smooth.
the straight arm, and I honestly think that if you've got the grip strength to do it, straight arm is the way to go. It's going to save a lot more of your forearms. But
William Yoong,
right
we've
now,
seen a
just
few competitors get stuck
little bit
on
stuck.
that ring, losing a few valuable seconds, and more importantly, going into the doors, losing a bit of that grip energy. William Yoong.
Let's go, William.
From Malaysia. I was lucky enough to
Currently
be in
living
Kuala
in
Lumpur
Singapore, but from
a few
Malaysia.
weeks ago, and the best food in the world. I wonder how these athletes are staying so lean, because all I did there was eat the whole time.
I tell you what, he is doing exceptionally well for time.
William Yoong cruising onto our first door. Let's go.
Yes.
Come on, William Yoong.
Using that butterfly
He's
technique.
staying so high on the door, Rob.
And that's the thing, if you've got the flexibility,
William Yoong!
He's going to get through it. Come
Make
on,
it
William.
look easy.
On the fourth door.
William
He's going to get
Yoong!
through to the fifth.
He's through the doors!
And everyone is going absolutely wild in
With
the gym.
plenty of time
This
left
is
on the clock.
huge. Now, we do have a 4-minute 45 time. We've got 3 minutes 15 left. It is certainly possible.
William Yoong, 3 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock.
Come on, William.
Our first competitor. We said it could be done. He's having a shakeout. Here he goes. William Yoong, our first competitor to make it through the doors of death. No!
You're joking.
Oh, Rob.
What just happened?
My heart is broken.
What just happened?
And competitors maybe not realizing that those are attached at the top. And as you grab them, if you pull on one first, the other pulls up, and William has grabbed it. It looks like he's gotten his right hand on and pulled, and the left hand has just gone straight up and out of his grip. You really need to grab both simultaneously. But what an effort.
What an effort.
From William Yoong. He's broken the doors deadlock here. Well done, William.
Achievement
Unbelievable.
Unlocked.
From our Malaysian wildcard. He's looking pretty happy with himself. Well done, William Yoong. And so far,
He is the furthest, the fastest so far.
Signing some autographs for the crowd.
Around 16 more competitors to go for the day.
He made it look easy. He made it look easy.
He made it look like the doors weren't even hard.
That was insane. Guy wasn't breaking a
What an
sweat
athlete.
moving through the doors of death. Wow. What have we just witnessed? William Yoong showing, yeah, it can be done, and it's not even that hard.
And I tell you what, it comes down to flexibility. If you look at his butterfly
Look how
technique,
high he is.
and he's so comfortable. And
His
that's
feet were so high on the doors, staying so high up there just so he can lean back and keep his body weight on his feet.
textbook technique.
And as you can see
unfortunately
here,
just came undone on the very first.
his right hand sticks the grip first and it
put too much weight.
pulls the left hand out. You need to grab both simultaneously. But William, from Malaysia, our first competitor,
To make it past the doors.
to make it past the doors of death.
And our next athlete, I tell you what, I think he can certainly make it past the doors.
Mat Redho, another Malaysian wildcard. And our winner, our furthest fastest ninja from last year. This guy took it out last year.
And up next, this is the last ninja standing at the NCL finals last year. Last ninja standing, Sasuke Vietnam, season 3 and season 4. He's a speed climbing champion.
We love him. We're so stoked to have him back this year. Mat Redho, he's just seen his fellow Malaysian, William Yoong, show that the doors can be done.
And I tell you what, the curse has been broken.
Something
death
in the
doors.
water in Malaysia.
And Mat Redho, we know that he is an absolute weapon.
He's from the Batu Caves in Malaysia. An unbelievable place, actually. I wonder if he's ever done some climbing there. It's a stunning cave. This guy is one of the best climbers in the world.
Champion of Fear Factor Malaysia, and he's
How
appeared on
good is
Team
that?
Asia for USA vs. the World in Season 9 of American Ninja Warrior, so he is certainly a favourite here today.
When he came last year, we saw him cruise through stage 1, 2, and almost all of stage 3 as though it was nothing. Like, it looks like he was in a different division to the other athletes.
He's an absolute beast. He's an absolute weapon.
So strong, ridiculous power to weight, incredibly lean. One of the guys you'd say 0% body fat.
See, look at this technique. This is textbook butterfly, and of course, you need to have good flexibility to do this. And being a climber, he's going to have that. He's going to have the flexibility. He's going to have the forearm strength. He's certainly got the experience being on USA versus the World, Ninja Challenge League, Sasuke Vietnam, 2 seasons.
Reaching the first door.
Come
Let's
on.
go, Mat Redho.
Everyone is super pumped for Matt to be here this year.
Oh,
and I tell
here we
you
go.
what,
Here we
he's
go.
making it look pretty
Our Malaysian
easy.
wildcards cruising through the doors so far. Mat Redho onto the final
Absolute
door.
weapon, and he's through the doors. Second competitor to get through the doors.
Mat Redho,
You've got to stand up for
we
this,
are
man.
on our feet in the commentary box. This is so exciting.
Second man to get through the doors.
Mat Redho.
Could we see Matt get through the season?
Yes.
Come on. Yes. Through the squids, onto the ring.
And he's got to get a move on here. 2
We've
minutes
got
45,
2 minutes 45
left on the clock.
Come on, Matt.
This is the last obstacle that I think could slow him down. After this, it's a bit of a speed run, Rob. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock, and Matt is gunning it through.
He is furthest the fastest at the moment, but we really want to see him complete stage 2. We got 2 minutes 24 on the buzz. Oh my God. My heart's pounding, Rory. How are you feeling about this?
This is so exciting. Are we going to
He's
see
super strong. He's a climber.
our first
this is
competitor
what he does.
make it to stage 3? He still has a clean 2 minutes
There's
and 10
enough time
seconds.
on the clock. We could see a stage 2 finish.
Plenty of time left on the clock. Plenty of time left. And the 2 obstacles after this are what you'd call speed obstacles. You can move through them very
He can
quickly.
make up so much time in this obstacle.
1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock.
Come on,
He has
Mat
plenty
Redho.
of time. Are we going to see our first stage 2 finisher of the day? Mat Redho showing it can be done.
Now we need to get through this, and then we're just onto the salmon ladder to UFO before making it to the wall. And I tell you what, there is so much time on the clock. He's made it through to the salmon ladder with 1 minute 30 to spare. Let's go, Matt. Come on.
Mat Redho.
Onto the salmon ladder. There's plenty of time left in the tank. We've got 1 minute 20 left to go. Matt,
crowd.
you've got 1 minute 15. You've got 1 minute 15 left. Come on.
The crowd
You've got time if you want.
are gathered around
Everyone is pumped right now.
on their feet. Matt, for the second year in a row, making the course look easy.
He's up the salmon ladder. We just need to get this transition.
Come on, Mat Redho.
Plenty of time on the clock with 55 seconds. And he makes it. We just need to stick this transition onto the UFO, and we could see our first buzzer for stage 2.
No! Mat Redho.
Pulls off on the UFO after such a great effort.
Our international wildcard from Malaysia.
What an effort, Matt, with 45 seconds left on the clock.
Incredible effort for the second year in a row, coming in and showing us how to do it. He was our furthest, fastest competitor last year.
The UFO. He was so close. And obviously that UFO is supplied by Aussie Grip, the best supplier in Australia and the world.
Unbelievable effort.
And that's why you got to get Aussie Grip to
From
train
Mat
on these
Redho.
things. But Mat Redho, oh my God.
Are we going to see the doors floodgate open now, Rob?
I think so. I mean, he had 45 seconds left on the clock, made that time limit.
Let me tell you what I'm
quick.
seeing. The athletes who are making it through the doors, they're keeping their feet on, both feet on, and they're keeping their feet high.
And you know what? They've
Real
both
high.
been climbers. They've both been climbers. Far out.
Our Malaysian wildcard showing they are some of the strongest competitors in the world.
It just goes to show he was on USA versus the world, and he deserved to be there.
This guy, he
Sensational.
is something else. Mat Redho.
I'm so stoked that he could make it back
What
to
an
Perth, Western
effort.
Australia to compete in the 2019 Ninja Challenge League, hosted by Rory Smith and Rob Sandover, of course. I mean, sensational effort, Matt. So well, 45 seconds left on the clock. Absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. You made it look easy. Matt standing next to us in the commentating box. See if we can get Matt onto
Mat
the
Redho,
microphone.
we have Mat Redho here in the booth. Matt, what's going through your head?
What was it?
What's going through your head right now?
Yeah, I think I can finish it, but yeah, who built the UFO? Yeah.
It's the second year in a row that you've come here and shown us how to do it. You're an incredibly strong guy. We're all kind of humbled by you, to be very honest. What's your secret? What's your training secret?
I don't know, I just keep climbing and climbing and climbing, that's it. Yeah, in Malaysia, we have no obstacle or ninja course place, so yeah, I focus on climbing, yeah.
Climbing and climbing and climbing. You heard it here first. Mat Redho, it is so good to have you here. Mat Redho from Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, well done, Matt.
Thank you.
And we're going to catch up with him a little bit later on as well.
We'll certainly have to catch up with Matt on the break and get his secrets because, oh my God, what an amazing effort.
That was something else, getting the whole crowd onto their feet. And I'm hoping now, Rob, that the floodgates are going to open and we're going to see more competitors making it through those doors. The competitors who have made it through, kept their feet high and on.
We're down to the final 15 competitors. We've seen that Matt got to the UFO, the second last obstacle, with 45 seconds left on the clock. So time's not an effort.
Well done to both of our Malaysian wildcards.
I'm devastated.
Mat Redho and William Yoong.
I'm
A force
so
to be
glad.
reckoned with.
I'm so glad Mat Redho made it back out to Perth, West Australia.
Team Malaysia now
Team
number one
Malaysia.
and number 2 on the leaderboard. Mat Redho so far our furthest fastest, and he was, of course, furthest fastest last year as well. Wow. My heart's pounding. What a run. Mat Redho, well done. For those of you just joining us, this is the NCL Finals, Ninja Challenge League 2019, live from the Ninja Academy here in Perth, Western Australia.
But up next, Jim Delderfield appeared on Season 1 of Australian Ninja Warrior, competed at the NCL Finals 2017 where he cleared Stage 1. He's hit many buzzers in his lifetime. 100% clear rate for the season.
Let's go Jim Delderfield.
Floodgates are open. 2 people have just got through the doors, with Mat Redho having an exceptional effort. But right now we got Jim.
Hoping that we're going to see a whole bunch of people now making it through to these later obstacles. How good would it be to have competitors make it to Stage 3? I think last year we had 4 on Stage 3, 4 or 5 made it through all of Stage 2. And I really thought...
It's always been fickle, Stage 3.
Really thought Matt was going to bring it home there. That transition to the UFO is so difficult. You've got to land both hands simultaneously or it's going to flip you off.
And Jim just cruising through Lollipop Lane. Making it look extremely easy, to be honest.
The doors deadlock. The curse of the doors of death has been lifted. And we've had 2 consecutive competitors make it through. Are we going to see our 3rd competitor in a row make it through the doors of death? Now, a reminder, our running order today is in order of who finished the course slowest to fastest on Stage 1 yesterday. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're the strongest. Some guys just like to go really, really quick. But hopefully it means towards the back end of the pack, we're going to see some Stage 2 finishes. Wouldn't that be great? Let's go Jim Delderfield, cruising on to the doors. Looking super strong.
We know the doors can be done now. Jim looking like he's got a pretty good hold on those doors as well. Good technique with the legs. Really need to clamp those legs in.
Doing such a good job here.
The 4th door.
Such a good job.
We need to have the 3rd ninja to get through. On
Rob,
the last door. And
I'm calling it. The deadlock is broken.
Everyone is on their feet now with 2 minutes 35 left on the clock. Great effort, Jim. Now we just need to see him get through this lache onto the squids.
The deadlock has been broken. Our later competitors here, the real back end of the pack. These boys mean business.
And we're onto the key lock. Now this is extremely taxing on the forearms, but we know Jim is a personal trainer with 100% clear rate for this season on all obstacles.
100% clear rate.
And he works as a butcher, so we know that he's good with his hands, and this is purely about it.
This man can throw meat around, and right now, he's throwing himself around, and he's a human body. So.
That's a really nice one, Rory.
Jim Delderfield. Big swing through, and he's come off on the key lock.
But what a great effort by Jim Delderfield. Currently sitting in third place on the leaderboard. Second place on the leaderboard.
Jim Delderfield cruising into second place, just overswung there. And the key lock came off. Amazing effort. And we're seeing, okay, the doors can be done. 3 competitors in a row cruising through and not really looking like they're struggling too much on it.
No, I think now that they've got over that mentality that the doors can't be beaten.
Absolutely.
They know that they can.
With plenty of time.
The standard's been set.
Plenty of time left on the clock. This course can be done, Rob.
Of course, those tuning online, listening to Rory Smith, Rob Sandover in the commentary box. And right now, we're just waiting for our next competitor to step up to the box, the Barefoot Ninja, Daniel Mason.
Of course we had.
Up next, the Barefoot Ninja, of course, wearing shoes today for a safety hazard, Daniel Mason. And I tell you what, comes from a climbing and gymnastics background. We've seen that the climbers do exceptionally well on the course. Daniel is an extremely strong athlete. And I tell you what, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Daniel Mason, the Barefoot Ninja, of course. We made him wear shoes today for insurance reasons.
I tell you what, he competed in the 2017 finals where we had the circuit board where he finished 4th overall. He was one of the few people to conquer it.
Come on.
Oh,
no.
Daniel.
Heartbreaking exit. Daniel Mason on the first obstacle. Some of these guys definitely strong enough to bring home the doors and the whole course. And balance, just claiming victim after victim here. That we've now had 4 or 5 competitors fall off on our balance obstacle. Daniel Mason had a fantastic season.
It's just upsetting when you see something like that happen. I mean, you know,
he reached stage 3 last year and finished 7th overall. Reached stage 2 this year.
You know they've got the ability. And I mean, breaks your heart to see someone with so much talent come out on the first obstacle.
Well done, Daniel Mason, on a fantastic season, nonetheless.
But right now, we have fan favorite with a 98% course completion, former Olympic gymnast of Australia, 3-time Australian Ninja Warrior, last woman standing at the NCL Finals 2018, restaurant manager, Olivia Vivian. I think
Liv is bona fide superstar.
I think this is the one where a lot of people have been waiting for as well. I mean, she is a fan favorite, of course.
Absolutely. And in terms of social media reach, I think she gets probably the most fans coming up to her of any competitor on Australian Ninja Warrior. People love Liv. She's just cautiously getting the balance on so that she can quickly push through. We know she has the grip.
And I mean, not only is she probably one of the strongest ninja competitors, gender aside, I mean,
she's just one of the strongest
She's just one of the strongest competitors.
In the world. We're not just talking Australia here. Liv goes to the States and dominates. And she does it every year.
And I tell you what, she's a force to be reckoned with. As Rory just mentioned, I mean, she's a fan amongst all of the kids, not only the kids, but also an inspiration to many athletes out there. Not only because she's an incredible athlete, because she's an incredible person as well.
Really cool.
She'll spend the time to help you out if you need help. I mean,
Liv was the one
loved by
who
many.
taught me to do the splits. Like 2 years ago.
I didn't even know you could do the splits.
Not anymore.
You could 2 years ago, though.
Liv was the one who taught me.
Oh, wow.
Phenomenal athlete. If you've ever seen her on the bars, the kind of stuff she can do on the bars from her gymnastics days,
Oh, my God.
unbelievable.
And I tell you what, I've seen her multiple times do the doors. Obviously, these doors she hasn't had a crack at before.
She's definitely strong enough.
But she is definitely strong enough.
In terms of sheer power to weight, I think that she would be up there.
Oh, with one of the strongest, definitely.
Plenty of time left on the clock. If she can blitz through these doors now, let's see. Are we going to see Olivia Vivian?
Yeah, she's got a good reach as well. She's just giving her forearms, getting a little bit more chalk, having a bit of fun. Obviously, because we know chalk doesn't really help on these poles, but it certainly helps on the doors.
She's reached the first door. Using the knee technique. No, switching to the high feet.
And I tell you what, this is
Here we
technique,
go.
what the other climbers were doing as well. And this is what you can do when you've got the flexibility, that perfect butterfly technique.
Oh, Liv.
Onto the third door.
I think she's going all the way
God.
here, Rob.
I want to see this. We're on the fourth door.
Come on,
we're
Olivia.
Not quite there.
Come
we're
on.
Not quite there, but we're on the fifth. Oh, yes, Rory. We are on the, oh my God.
And she has 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. 2
Olivia
minutes, 15
Vivian.
seconds.
Probably one of the most consistent athletes I've ever come across. I mean,
Liv is
you've got to stand up for this, Rory. I can't sit down. I'm too
an
excited.
absolute weapon. Our fourth competitor now to make it through the doors of death.
Everyone viewing online is saying how solid she looks, and look at her. She's so composed, focusing on one obstacle at a time.
No,
Olivia.
And just, I think, as we saw happen with William Yoong earlier as well, right hand grips first and pulls the left hand out from underneath. And it's happened to Liv now as well. But she's cruised right up onto our leaderboard. She'll be in third or fourth place right now. Amazing effort. And our fourth competitor to make it through the doors of death.
You can just see, the moment you put uneven weight on those, you just lose it. With 12 competitors left to run, are we going to see a buzzer for stage 2? God, I hope so.
Olivia Vivian, so stoked to have her today. She's had a fantastic year competing all around the world.
Extremely
She's done so
consistent. She's always places consistently well. Incredible athlete, incredible person.
Well done, Olivia. You are an absolute weapon, one of the strongest competitors in the world. And our fourth athlete through the doors, cruising on to that leaderboard. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, but she will be the furthest fastest female.
She is currently the furthest fastest female, with no other female competitors to go, I believe.
So we'll announce that officially later on, but for now it seems like she is. Up next, we have Steve Gorak, aka Monkey Steve. He wants us to announce. Photographed the finals last year and competed, hit 3 buzzers this season, making his second appearance at the NCL finals. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Gorak.
I tell you what, he was looking really good in stage 1, especially on the balance yesterday. So I'm hoping he can bring that through to stage 2. The Monkey Ninja, Monkey Steve. Really taking his time, and of course you can't get off the balance until those are connected. Just needs to get through now. Straight onto Lollipop Lane, yes. I'm hoping we get through the Lollipop Lane and onto the doors and through again. I mean, we really want to see a stage 2 buzzer. We want to see someone attempt stage 3. It was built to be attempted.
It was.
It was built to be beaten, hopefully.
At this point, it was built just for show.
Steve Gorak, Monkey Steve.
Plenty of time left.
Plenty of time left. And onto the doors, where we've seen it is certainly possible. wiping his feet, ready for the doors. Obviously, we know the feet are a key component when making it through the doors. Using that butterfly technique, if you've got the flexibility. Typically speaking, a lot of people are failing on the third door, but recently we've seen that the doors have been no issue for a lot of the competitors, in particularly the climbers, Rory.
It's the real power to weight guys who are cruising through. William Yoong, Mat Redho, Jim Delderfield, Olivia Vivian. All of them lean, big forearms, flexible, can keep their feet high and on. Let's see if Steve Gorak can follow the trend.
Come on, Steve, you got to get that
These
foot placement.
competitors are so strong at this point.
Onto the third door.
And this is the transition that's given so many athletes such a hard time.
And we see it again, the third door taking another prisoner. Monkey Steve having fun with it.
Well done, Steve Gorak. Had such a good season. Made it all the way to stage 2 of our finals this year. And the Doors of Death claiming another victim. I have an announcement now for the teens and pre-teens who are competing. Please head to the back of the gym. The rules are about to begin. Please head, if you're a teen or pre-teen and you're competing, the back of the gym. Thank you. And Steve Gorak, our umpteenth victim claimed by the Doors of Death today. But we've seen it can be done. Mat Redho, Jim Delderfield, William Yoong, and Olivia Vivian making it through those doors and making it, therefore, onto the leaderboard. But
right
up next, Matthew Marazita.
Defeated the Mega Wall on stage 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior for that $5,000 prize money, making it rain. Remedial massage student.
Making his NCL finals debut.
Hitting a couple buzzers this season. Need to take your time on the balance. We've seen it take out a few people today.
Oh, having a little bit of trouble here with the balance obstacle, just to keep the magnets on, and now he has to get through without coming unstuck, and he's through.
Onto Lollipop Lane.
Matthew Marazita cruising on to Lollipop Lane. Reaching out. We've seen a few competitors struggle. He's only 5'6".
He's 5'6", yeah. We've seen a few of the shorter ones struggle on this. I mean, come on, we know that this can be a little bit of a slippery one as well.
Remedial massage student. So he's using his hands all day.
But I tell
his
you
forearms look huge.
Mate, he's 5'6" and he beat the megawatt wall.
I have so much respect for that. He can probably slam dunk, knowing
he could
that.
Probably slam dunk. I tell you what, he slam dunked by being on stage 2 and making it this far. That's an incredible effort. Let's hope he can massage his way through the doors, you'd say, Rory.
Caress the wood.
Caress the wood. Be the wood. But he's looking good. A little bit tangled at the moment, need to get that feet on.
And that clock's ticking away. He's running down on time here.
But I think like a lot of athletes, they're just trying to get through the doors, and then once they get through the doors...
Ooh, shaky transition there between the two poles. Haven't seen anyone else do that yet today. And he is moving forward onto the first door. Matthew Marazita.
Come on.
Let's go. Opting for the knee and foot beta. Nope, both feet beta. He's trying to find some grip there.
The reverse grip.
Oh!
The second door takes out another one.
Great stand up there from Matthew Marazita. Showing us a bit of a breaking move. Well done. Matthew Marazita, he's had a fantastic season. And
I believe there could be a call because it might have touched the blue on the pole, which I believe is not allowed to happen. but we'll leave that to the referee to
See
make
his
the
left
decisions.
hand just slipped on there, and the flag was raised for review. There's going to be a video review of that by our commissioners.
We have 10 more athletes to go, Rory.
The final 10.
But right now,
See there, his hand did slip onto the top of that
we've just
pole.
got the referees going over the decision.
Matthew Marazita coming off on the doors of death. He's had such a good season. So Matt being one of the most popular names
It is.
at the finals this year.
But right now we have a fan favorite
Lê Thuc.
making his NCL final debut yesterday, member of Team Asia in American Ninja Warrior USA vs. the World. He's a grand champion. An international wild card from Vietnam. I tell you what, I think he can go all the way. Best of luck, Lee.
Member of Team Asia in USA vs. the World, as you mentioned. That's really impressive. To get into one of those comps and represent a continent, super difficult. You got to be really strong to be selected for that kind of thing. And this guy, he is super strong.
And there's a lot of people that have been waiting to watch this run, Rory.
Let's go, Lee.
And I'm
Smart,
extremely
pulls it in.
excited. Team Asia in American Ninja Warrior
Oh,
USA
just
vs. the
misses.
World. Come
The
on.
first swing through, manages to stick it. Strong lock-off strength here from Lee. Oh, no, and he's just slipped off.
Just slipped off on the third lollipop lane.
The personal trainer from Vietnam, one of
This
our
is
international wildcards, coming off on stage 2 early on. A shock elimination.
Huge shock to everyone watching right now. I mean,
It looks like maybe his grip wasn't as warmed up as we know it can be, because we know this guy is strong. He just
he's one of our strongest
slipped off there.
competitors.
Lê Thuc coming off. Very unlucky. He had a wonderful weekend. He was so quick yesterday,
I'm
moving
lost
through
for
the course.
words, Rory.
Unlucky Lê Thuc.
It's just ninja, isn't it? It's just
It is
anything can happen.
unforgiving.
One of the best competitors here today. And you just, ninja is just unforgiving. With 9 competitors to go, Rory, I mean, yet to see a buzzer.
I'm still hopeful that we're going to see one.
But right now we have a very strong competitor, Daniel Tolli, making his NCL final debut yesterday.
3 buzzers this season. Average obstacle speed, 12 seconds. Qualified through the Victorian qualifying number 1.
And I tell you what, if he can average 12 seconds per obstacle on this
He's going to have
course,
no trouble.
that would be very impressive. Looking very
Let's go,
calm.
Daniel Tolli. Super lean. No hair. Very wind resistant. Oh no, and he's
No,
just...
on the balance again. Now balance taking another one.
Daniel Tolli. All the way through to stage 2. And we know he can go so much further. And it's
Coming
heartbreaking to
unstuck.
see.
Just missed that right pole. Daniel Tolli had an incredible stage 1 run yesterday.
Lê Thuc. A lot of love on the live stream for Lê Thuc. People saying Lê Thuc's going to clear it or no one is. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't to be. We know he could go so much further. And Daniel Tolli as well, another super strong competitor, more than capable of finishing the course, just coming off on that balance obstacle. But up next, Bryson Klein, 21 years old, rock climber, qualified through New South Wales at Secret Ninja. The first guy to static the wingnuts on stage 2 of the NTL finals last season. Will he be the first guy to finish stage 2 this season? Bryson Klein, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I tell you what, 100% clear rate for this season. We know he was a course tester in Australian Ninja Warrior in the first season. We know he did extremely well when he was in Australian Ninja Warrior, as he was a grand finalist for 2 of the seasons. So he's an experienced man. Of course, we see Charlie Robbins in the background just checking out how he's going. But I tell you what, Bryson is an incredible athlete. He's made it through stage 1. And now we're onto Lollipop Lane that has taken out a few people, so we really need to focus one obstacle at a time.
This guy is pure fitness. If you've seen him on TV or competing here in the past, like super fit guy. And he's recently transitioned from a pure climbing background to incorporating some calisthenics into his training.
And as we've seen Rory, I mean, the climbers have been the best.
Absolutely.
Here today.
Consistently. Throughout this competition.
And obviously Olivia Vivian, she's not exactly a climber, she's just an all-round athlete. So, I mean, she's kind of superhuman.
The thing with Liv, though, when she came out to the climbing comp in WA, she won it anyway.
Yeah.
She wanted to be at Boulder Hub.
But right now we've got Bryson Klein on the 3rd obstacle of stage 2 with 3 minutes, 25 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go, Bryson.
And he's got a really good butterfly technique. He's got good flexibility.
Plenty of time.
I want him to keep
left
the height
on
the doors as he gets through, because this is where some people have come unstuck.
And you can generally tell pretty quickly those who look comfortable on the thicker doors. Bryson looking like he's struggling a little bit
3rd door.
to
Come
grab.
on, clamp on. Yes.
Yes.
We just want that feet to clamp
Come on, Bryson Klein.
Come on, Bryson. We need that 4th door.
Losing a little bit of grip there.
Struggling a little bit, but I think he's going to make it through.
I think he's
we just
through
need
the
someone
doors.
to get through to this 5th door, and we're through.
Bryson Klein
through the doors with 2 minutes 50 left on the clock.
Plenty of time. He can afford to pace himself a little bit here.
And
a reminder.
Oh,
yes.
Great transition. We've seen this take out a few people today that have made it through the doors.
Oh.
A little bit unstuck, but I think he's going to transition now. No, he's going to straighten up a little bit.
Fixing his swing. And
nice.
manages to stick it. That was a little bit shaky there,
This
Rob.
is what we want to see.
Bryson moving through.
With 2 minutes 20 left on the clock to go. I mean, as I mentioned before at the very beginning, he's a strong competitor. He was a tester for the first season. He's been in the grand final for season 2 and season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior. He's a force to be reckoned with today.
One of the only people to make it this far, instantly going straight high onto our leaderboard, skipping through quite a few of the holds here. You can afford to take it a little bit slower.
I tell you what, this one though,
and we don't want to see another shock swing off, so he's taking his time. This is clever. He has the time. Oh, we're seeing the figure 8 lock-off technique here. This is some real ice climber stuff, Rob. This guy's got some serious beta.
And look, there's still 1 minute 35. So once he jumps off here, there is plenty of time to make it through. You can see that he's just going for the precision. Now, these handles, they both need to be at the end of this before he is able to dismount. And he's going to make it through. We're going to give him a bit of a timer. Bryson, he's through with 1 minute 15, Bryson.
1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock.
I tell you what, he is a strong athlete. We have seen the climbers take on the course, and he's up there with Mat Redho right now.
Dominate. He's pushing for that top spot on the leaderboard. 1 minute remaining.
Through to the salmon ladder, Bryson. We have 52 seconds left, mate.
Whole crowd are up on their feet here.
Everyone's getting behind him right now.
Everyone
onto the salmon ladder.
is here.
Come on, Bryce, mate. You've got 40 seconds left on the clock. We've got 40 seconds to get that finish.
Bryson Klein moving on to the salmon ladder. He does have time. 30 seconds left.
Come on, Bryson. We need this transition onto the UFO. There is time with 25 seconds. Come
Very
on, Bryce.
strong.
Come on. We
If
need
he
to
can
finish
stick
it off.
this,
We need stage
he
2.
will
Come
be
on,
our
come on.
furthest fastest so far.
Nice.
He sticks it.
Bryson, you have 15 seconds, Bryson. Come on, Bryce. Come on, come on.
Come on,
Finish
10
it.
seconds.
Finish it.
10 seconds left on the clock.
You've got 8 seconds,
Bryson Klein.
You've got 8 seconds.
Our first finisher.
Our first ninja to get through the course.
He's done it.
He's done it. Bryson Klein with 5 seconds left on the clock.
We're going to
Have a chat to him. Can we get... We're going to have a chat to him on the mic. Embraced by Charlie Robbins, Dave Ravi. Bryson, mate, well done.
Thank you.
You smashed it. We've got 5 seconds left on the clock, mate. What,
So close.
mate, what were you thinking leading up to the doors? What were you thinking?
I've been training this. How funny would it be if I fell off?
Did it make you nervous? Obviously, you're competing so late in the day. Did it make you nervous with all those people falling off on the second, third, and fourth door?
I try not to let anything wig me out. I believe that I can do everything, but I'm not going to take anything for granted. So I know it's hard.
Attitude. Fantastic attitude.
Mate, you're on to stage 3 now. You're the first athlete to get to stage 3. I think there's 8 competitors to go. You take a bit of a breather. What are your thoughts towards the course on stage 3 at the moment?
I hope I can find a lot more endurance in the next couple of hours.
Well, mate, we were watching you the whole time, and you look super strong. Well done, mate. Take a bit of a breather. We'll see you soon. Cheers. Mate, that was awesome, man. That was so good. Huge. That was huge. Man, you killed it. You killed it. You did so well. That was so good.
insane effort. Bryson Klein, the rock climber from New South Wales, rock climber and calisthenicist.
I tell you what,
We're going to have a stage 3, Rob.
that was amazing.
We get a stage 3.
Fantastic. I tell you what, the climbers have been some of the strongest on the course. There is absolutely no doubt.
5 seconds left on the clock. My heart was pounding when he grabbed that last UFO and there was 15 seconds left and just swung through. You could see he was hurting and he flew up that wall.
Man,
5 seconds left.
It is blowing up online right now. There are so many comments. We can't keep up. Oh, my
So
God.
much love for Bryson Klein. We knew it could be done. And the crowd are mobbing him.
I said it right from the beginning. He was an absolute weapon.
Oh,
Course
man.
tester on the first season, grand finalist on the second and third season. You can see why he deserved to
This
be here
guy's
today.
something else. Bryson Klein, congratulations.
How did he hold on to that second ball?
Just in the nick of time, and you can bet we have 8 competitors remaining, and you can bet they're looking on and going, okay, what did Bryson do?
It's possible. It's
What
possible.
did he do?
Oh, God. My heart rate's at about 120 right
That
now.
was, look at that replay, his hand just sticking
cannonball.
on there.
How's it
so
reach?
close to coming off. I am so relieved, Rob. We are going to get our stage 3 this year.
That was insane.
Bryson Klein.
Huge weapon. I'm so stoked. But right now, we've got to bring it back to reality. We've got 8 more competitors to go. Hopefully, Rory, we see 8 more buzzers. But right now, let's go look at our previous runs.
Bryson Klein, of course, our first finisher of the stage with a time of 4 minutes 39.
Wow. With 2 other athletes making it as far as to the UFO. I mean, this is insane. Obviously, fan favorite Olivia Vivian making it to the Aussie Grip Sticks.
And we have people on our live stream saying between this and USA versus the world last year, Bryson Klein might be the best stage 2 athlete ever. The call's been made.
I tell you what we've witnessed here today probably confirms that. Tell you what.
We are going
Wow.
to see a stage 3. And someone pointing out on the live stream, it is a figure 4. That was my mistake, Kane.
He just looks so
Not
good
a
that we had
figure
to
8.
double it, apparently.
When Bryson does it, it's a figure 8.
Oh, wow. This was why he was invited to Sasuke. Of course he was. He is an incredible athlete. But right now, we do have to give a great shout out to Aussie Grip. I mean, we saw them with the UFO and the cannonballs. They are great obstacles to finish off on stage 2. And I mean, they've done an exceptional job in stage 2 and stage 3. They're available in Australia and worldwide, and they have the best ninja holds in the world. And they ship worldwide, of course. But right now, we're going to go a bit of an ad before we get back in and watch the last 8. And so we've got our final 8 run order now, with the next one up on the block, Zak Stolz. And oh my God, there are some seriously good competitors. We've got Mike Jovanou, Charlie Robbins, who obviously took out season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior, Leonard, the B-boy, Rem, who is known for his speed, Cameron DeSilva, also known for his speed, Ashlin Herbert and Matty Bowles, all speed athletes who are incredibly fit and incredibly able to hit the buzzer on stage 2. What do you reckon, Rory?
I think we're going to see another finisher, Rob. At least one.
At least. I want to see 8
Floodgates are open. The door is no longer seeming to be a big problem for some of these later guys. They are so strong. I want to see another finisher. Bryson Klein, I'm so relieved that we're getting a stage 3. This is so exciting.
I'm just still getting over those cannonballs, man. He was so close. But right now, Zak Stolz, making his second NCL Finals appearance, cleared stage 1 at the NCL Finals in 2018, a 97% clear rate for the NCL season. He's hit 4 buzzers and competed on Australian Ninja Warrior Season 3. And I tell you what, he's one to be reckoned with. He's the first interstate competitor to be on the logo of any NCL Finals, as you can see.
Dude is strong. Real strong.
He's on the shirts.
He is. He's on the shirts.
For those tuning in online, we have had our first stage 2 finisher. You're listening
Bryson
to host
Klein.
Roy Smith, Rob Sandover, but right now we're watching Zak Stolz take on the Lollipop Lane.
Let's go, Zak Stolz. Stage 3 coming up later today, which means we're going to see some of our Aussie grips. Big shout out to our sponsor, Aussie Grip.
And he's through onto the doors. Oh, my heart is pounding, Rory. What a run by Bryson.
I'm so relieved. I was terrified after those first 50 people.
And do you know what?
Came down.
Going through Zak's head right now, at least he knows, you know what, the course is achievable. It can be done in the time limit. It can be finished.
Yep.
And that certainly has a part to play.
And until the end, Bryson wasn't racing.
No, he was just
chilling.
taking it easy, one obstacle at a time.
Yeah, there's just enough time to do it and do it composed, but you can't afford any mistakes, especially here on the doors of death.
Zak is looking really good with his legs. Oh, but we really need to get that grip on.
That reverse grip, trying to get his weight onto his legs, and he's just come off. We've seen so many people come off on that exact spot. Zak Stolz, our highest seeded competitor from the NCL season.
Unfortunately, coming unstuck on the 3rd door.
He's had such an unreal season. Well done, Zak Stolz. But
I feel like we're investing so much emotion into these runs. Like,
the doors of death claiming.
The doors of death.
Another young soul.
But I'll tell you what, he's had a great season this season.
Yeah.
Finishing as the #1 interstate competitor.
Getting a lot of love.
And that's obviously him you see on the back of the T-shirt on the logo.
Well done, Zak Stolz.
But up next, we have a very strong competitor.
This guy, Mike Jovanou.
And I tell you what, I've seen him train on the doors before. He
Mr. Smooth.
Nicknamed Mr. Smooth.
This guy is gigantic. He's one of the strongest people we know.
And I mean,
Mike Jovanou. Renowned rock climber as well.
Extremely humble guy.
Yeah, so chill.
And hopefully he can be really chill on the balance.
This guy makes light work of most physical things you can throw at him. One of our top-seeded competitors this year.
Come on, Mike.
You'd hate to see him come off early on a balance obstacle when we know he has the capacity to get through obstacles such as doors of death.
I tell you what, I'm really excited to hopefully see Mike get through Lollipop Lane and onto the doors, because he's extremely strong and he typically looks pretty comfortable on the doors, but right now he's cruising through Lollipop Lane.
Mike with plenty of time left.
Everyone's getting pretty psyched in the gym right now. We know we've got one stage 2 finisher, and everyone knows that Mike has what it takes.
He definitely does.
To become the second finisher of stage 2.
Let's go, Mike Jovanou. He's hit 4 buzzers this season. 91% obstacle completion rate. Also, I've seen him down climb a dyno.
I don't even know how you can do that. He's incredible.
One of the most humble, super strong guys, one of our top-ranked competitors.
Nice. Come on, Mike. Get the feet
Moving
on.
onto the doors, just finding a little bit of grip. His feet at a kind of odd angle there. But gripping the side of the wood is maybe a strategy. Clamping on, we know this guy's got grip for days, but can he hold this death transition between the two death doors?
I mean, I told you before.
He's doing it.
Come on, we need to get the 4th door
If he sticks this, he's through, definitely. Mike Jovanou.
Come on, Mike. Make that last one. Mike Jovanou!
Another competitor through, and he has 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock.
I told you what, I said it earlier. I wanted to see Mike on the doors because he looks comfortable, and he looked comfortable all the way through.
Let's go.
Oh, yes.
Mike Jovanou.
He has what it takes to come out of here on top, to be honest, Rory. I mean, he's super strong.
Hell yeah, Mike Jovanou.
He is a great climber, and this is why we sent him. Mike with 2 minutes 15 on the clock, mate, doing exceptionally well.
Moving on to the key lock. And he has 2 minutes left.
I mean, 2 minutes left. It's doable, Rory, but he's going to have to...
It is doable, but he's going to have to start moving.
He's going to start to... Oh, man, he
has
to start moving.
Come on. Are we going to see another finisher here?
As you know, he's a Perth, Western Australian athlete, and he can be spotted in climbing gyms around Western Australia and also outdoors. He's got great strength, and he's going to fly through this, hopefully.
Physically, one of the most dominant guys that I know across a wide range of sports, including acro yoga. Taking his time here. But the clock is ticking away. If he makes it through this, the last 2 obstacles and wall, you can go through very quickly.
He needs to get off this obstacle, mate. He's spinning.
And Mike Jovanou just running out of steam there at the very end of the key lock. It's a shame, Robbie. You had enough time there to finish, I think. But just coming off on the final 2 moves of the key lock. What an amazing season from Mike Jovanou.
I tell you what, he's an incredible person, an incredible athlete. You got to be reasonably happy with that result.
He's done so well this season. Our heart goes out to Mike Jovanou. So close. I think he just got a little bit caught there, building momentum to get that final key lock back in. Getting a lot of love from the crowd. Well done, Mike Jovanou.
What a sensational effort by Mike.
Cruising onto the leaderboards there. He'll be finishing this season really high.
With 6 competitors left to run. But right now, Charlie Robbins making his NCL final debut yesterday. making it furthest fastest in Australian Ninja Warrior Season 3. Absolute weapon. Known for being a golfer, but is actually a very long-standing history with gymnastics. And I'll tell you what, you do have to take your time on the buzzer and on the balance, sorry. This is not one obstacle that you want to lose concentration on. Charlie obviously extremely strong. Making it furthest fastest last year in Australian Ninja Warrior to take out grand prize of $100,000. I mean, I definitely think that Charlie has what it takes to hit a buzzer. Just needs to get through Lollipop Lane and a whole bunch of obstacles.
Stage 2 NCL is the Devil's Playground.
The golf
every
ninja.
year. And this guy playing at a par 0 in golf. I mean, he is seriously strong.
He's an absolute weapon.
Come on, Charlie Robbins. He's going to have to get a little bit of a move on here. Can't afford to spend too much time on these earlier obstacles.
But I mean, we did see Charlie come off on the doors at the Season 3 last year, and I really hope that he makes it through.
Phenomenal
Come
grip
on,
strength
Charlie.
from the former gymnast, making
I tell you
light
what,
work.
he's making very light work of the doors.
Light work of the doors of death.
Showing Season 3 Australian Ninja Warrior.
Charlie
coming back for
Robbins.
Season 4.
Charlie Robbins with a clean 3 minutes left on the clock. So much time, Rob.
Oh man, he is looking extremely comfortable.
I'm calling it now.
Oh,
We're seeing another finisher. I'm calling
I
it.
hope so. I hope so. Come on. What a save. What a save.
Let's go, Charlie Robbins. This
We're
guy.
onto the key lock. And we're onto the key lock with 2 minutes 45 left on the clock, Charlie. Rory.
So much time left.
He is so strong. I mean, we saw him fail on Season 3 on the doors, and he just blitzed them.
Charlie Robbins, one of the absolute crowd favorites here. I've seen him signing autographs all morning. Of course, became pretty famous after being the winner of Australian Ninja Warrior Season 3.
Rory, mate, he's got 2 minutes 15 on the clock.
He
This
is cruising. I've called it. We're seeing another finisher here.
I just want him to get past this. Once he gets to the salmon ladder.
Wouldn't
oh
it be
my God.
great to have someone to push Bryson
Come
on
on,
stage 3?
Charlie. Nice work, Charlie. Doing
Charlie
exceptionally
Robbins.
well. We've got 2 minutes left on the clock, mate. There is plenty of time. And I tell you what, he's just going straight through to the next obstacle. He's looking really comfortable.
Pending any
He's
big
cruising
upsets.
through. I mean, we saw Bryson, he had 5 seconds left on the clock, and here we are with Charlie Robbins making
Charlie.
it through the second last obstacle. Second last obstacle with 1 minute 35 left on the clock. There's enough time for a bit of a breather if you want, Charlie. I tell you what, Rory, you called it pretty early.
I called it pretty early. Let's
what
see
are-
how he
what are
goes
we
on the
thinking?
salmon ladder. We've seen it take out some strong people. One slip. He's not looking phased.
And
Can he
he's just
stick the
cruising up
transition?
with 1 minute 20 left on the clock. There is so much
Charlie
time.
Robbins onto the transition. He sticks it.
We just need to get past the Aussie grip UFO.
Come on, Charlie.
Come on. Yes,
Yes!
Charlie!
Charlie
Come on,
Robbins.
Charlie, you've got this.
Are we? No! No,
Charlie,
Rob. I'm absolutely heartbroken. Charlie Robbins.
with 1 minute, with
Just
1 minute
slipping
and
off.
5 seconds left on the clock still.
He had so much time left. Charlie Robbins just coming off. The very end.
He made
Of
it
stage
through to
2.
the UFO.
It's absolutely heartbreaking.
Oh,
He's done
God.
so well.
That is, what an effort by Charlie. He was looking so good throughout that whole stage.
Charlie Robbins. I really thought we were going to see another
man.
finisher there.
He's so strong.
It's unfortunate. We're going to try and bring it in and have a chat with him in a moment. But first and foremost, congratulations to him, because he will now be second on our leaderboard, unless I'm mistaken.
Making it to the second cannonball.
What an
Oh my
effort from
God.
Charlie Robbins. He had so much time left.
He was so close. And Rory, He's going to have a little chat with Charlie to see how he felt on the course.
We've got Charlie Robbins here. Charlie, first of all, congratulations. You're second on the leaderboard. You've had a wonderful season. Little slip at the end there. What's going through your head?
I think I was just worried about the UFO, how much it would rock, and then just grab the ball a bit funny. So, yeah, I have to have a chat to Aussie Grip and complain a little bit about that. But, yeah, no, it's good.
Mate, you have done so well. You had so much time left on the clock. Rob and I didn't think the course could be done that quickly. You were flying through.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It all felt pretty smooth. Didn't want to rush it, but it just smooth, and then, yeah, cooked it.
Any word for the guys coming up after you?
Just stay composed, I guess. Just, you guys know what you can do. Everyone here is pretty talented and worked hard, so they know they can do it, and just believe in yourselves, I guess.
Believe in yourselves. Thank you so much. Charlie Robbins, fantastic effort. NCL Finals 2019. Charlie Robbins going to number 2 on our leaderboard. Thank you.
Absolutely shattering. I mean, great season by Charlie Robbins. He did exceptionally well in season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior, and he's done extremely well in the NCL 2019 finals with 5 competitors to go on stage 2 before we take on stage 3 with Bryson. Hopefully we can see Bryson compete alongside some other ninjas. But right now, we'll move to our next competitor.
Absolutely heartbroken, Rob.
I thought we had it, Rory.
We still have 5 more
Let's see this replay.
competitors.
He was on the UFO. He did the hardest part.
I think
He just didn't match it.
having played with those, you really need to put it
Both.
through your middle fingers,
Yeah.
in between your middle fingers. If you go the thumb, it's really hard to hold it. Such a good effort from Charlie Robbins, going to number 2 on our leaderboard so far. And Bryson Klein still our only finisher. And Bryson, as you saw in that transition at the end, he had a hard time sticking that as well.
But right now,
Up next, Leonard Hermawan, representing the King's Only crew, the Lion from Victoria. All-round weapon, 100% course completion rate.
oh, I love it.
Our 5th highest ranked competitor this year. Let's see what you got, Leonard Hermawan.
Appeared on
We
season
wanna
3
see-
of Australian Ninja Warrior. But right now, we just got to focus on getting through this balance.
We want to see another finisher. We want to see someone who's going to be able to push Bryson on stage 3.
Come on, line. Nice.
Let's go, Leonard Hermawan. Moving at a reasonable pace here.
He's doing very well for time right now. Making it through the last part of Lollipop Lane with 4 minutes. 4 minutes in. The doors have taken out a few, but now obviously we're on to our
These are our
5th last
strongest guys.
competitors.
These guys are pretty tough. We've seen them have less and less trouble with the doors as the day goes on. I'd say as well that there's beta spreading between the competitors backstage. People are coming back and saying, yeah, I got through the doors and here's how you do it. Most of these guys are friends, which is really nice.
Yeah, everyone, it doesn't matter who you're competing against, everyone is supporting each other to
Yeah.
go the furthest, the fastest. I mean, it's an incredible
Here we
atmosphere.
go.
It's an incredible
Landed onto the
competition.
first door of death.
Come on, line.
He's got serious grip, this guy. Serious grip strength.
Needs to
Stick
stick
in the
those heels
transition.
in. Stick the heels in. Come on.
Man, we are seeing some of these
Oh
later
my God,
competitors
come
make
on.
the doors look easy.
And we're through the doors.
Leonard Hermawan
Leonard Hermawan through the doors.
with a clean 3 minutes left on the clock. So much time.
Makes no rest and straight through.
Oh, how good was that?
What a transition onto the rings.
Absolute touchdown there. 2 minutes and 50
celebration.
seconds left. So much time. He can afford
He's pumped up now. I think any athlete that gets, and we're doing the
big figure four.
big figure four. But I tell you what,
Double figure four. There's your figure eight.
he's going to do it throughout the whole one.
How good was that?
I tell you what, he's a b-boy, so he knows how to move.
This guy,
And
if
I
we
tell
know
you
anything
what,
about breakdancers, their core strength is something else.
Unsure if he's doing it.
How good is this? How
to give a
good
rest
is
or 'cause
this?
He just wants to show us his b-boy technique.
This is so good.
What a legend.
Leonard Hermawan, the Lion, our 5th highest ranked competitor,
As-
moving in.
As a
to
lot of
stage
people
2.
tuning in and watching, the figure four is great.
Wow.
Because it actually puts all the weight on the one arm, and you can substitute that with your legs.
Man, this is
And we're gonna see him.
serious
With
demonstration
2 minutes
of
left
technique
on the
here.
clock. Come on. We need to get through. We need to get.
Clean. No! No! Oh, no. Leonard Hermawan.
Looking so good.
I'm shocked, Rob.
I thought he was through that.
I really thought, oh, Leonard Hermawan just coming off. What a demonstration of technique right until the very end. I think he slipped off as his leg came through and the momentum just carried him off.
I tell you what, he's known for his style, and he was looking pretty stylish.
Leonard Hermawan. I mean, that's a replay. If I've ever seen one, that lock
Look
off
at it.
here.
That's almost, you'd say, one of the plays of the day.
It
Just
looks
that
like
figure four technique all the way through.
his leg, just as he swung through, his body weight pulled him off and the right hand came off and he was suddenly all on his left hand, and you can bet he's pretty taxed after 2 days of competing. His left hand just couldn't support him there.
Tell you what, he was looking real good. He was going super fast. I think there was still 2 minutes left on the clock.
Leonard Hermawan, an unbelievable effort from our stunning competitor,
He was crushing it.
representing the King's Only crew of breakers, representing them very well,
Oh,
I would
mate.
say, Rob.
You've got to be
And
happy with your efforts.
He's going to be way up
Just
on that
came-
leaderboard.
He just
I
needed to
think
put
he
in that
actually
final
had
one.
at some point
It
the
just
other hand
slipped
was
out.
in. It just, as he twisted, his right hand twisted. Oh, well, he's taken it really well. Well done, Leonard Hermawan. Such a good guy. So good to have you here again. We hope to see you again next year. We know he could have gone further. But hey, that's the NTL finals, isn't it?
And we're down to the last four, Rory.
4
Obviously tuning in online.
remaining.
We are your hosts, Rory Smith, Rob Sandover, but right now we have Rem Yarrick. He is an absolute weapon. He's a carpenter, so you know he's good with his hands. 89% completion clearance rate. NCL final debut. Tell you what, this guy's strong.
The advantage you get being a higher seeded competitor, being faster through stage 1, is that you get to watch everything going on earlier in the day with the other competitors, and you see all the mistakes they make, even these little things. And now these later competitors making onto the key lock,
no.
you're going to be thinking, okay,
Geez, you know what? I thought that he could have come unstuck then, but he's had a great save on that, on Lollipop Lane, and now he's looking real smooth.
Mike Redho on the live stream saying, I was thinking the same thing. He probably didn't need the figure 4 on the last board. And I agree with you, Mike. He had so much time left. He could have really taken a safer approach, a less dynamic approach, come off of it, and he still had a good minute 30 or so to shake out before he moved on to what, in terms of grip, are really the easier obstacles.
But right now, Rem Yarrick taking on the first door.
Let's go, Rem.
Taking out a lot of good competitors, but I have seen Rem
going for the
complete
foot
the doors. Obviously, hasn't
and
tried
knee
this. but
approach. We
come on,
haven't
Rem.
seen anyone stick it with the foot and knee approach, and Rem is no exception, unfortunately.
And he's off on the second door.
Our 4th last
unfortunately.
competitor of stage 2, Rem Yarrick, coming down on the first door of death. He had an awesome season. Super strong guy. You can bet he's going to be back next year. Rem Yarrick, such a phenomenal effort. And I think you almost need to go. Oh, it looks like his right hand just slipped off there. Rem Yarrick, what a fantastic effort. across the course of this season. And to be our 4th highest seeded competitor for stage 2, Rob, that's a stunning achievement in itself.
That in itself is a fantastic effort.
Unbelievable. He was so quick on stage 1 yesterday, so quick.
And now we have 3 competitors left. Cam De Silva, Ashlin, the Flashland Herbert, and Matty Bowles.
Matty Bowles.
Some of the fastest competitors.
These guys, they finished
in Australia.
Light years ahead of anyone else on stage 1 in terms of speed.
I'm pretty
we've
excited.
Seen earlier today,
And
Charlie Robbins showing that you can get through stage 2 really quickly, but you don't necessarily need to.
No. But right now,
here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron De Silva.
The man you have all been waiting for, 100% clear rate. This season, he's hit 3 NCL buzzers, come from a martial arts background, appeared on season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior, competed in the NCL finals.
And this guy last year was our Australian who went furthest fastest.
I mean, he's a climbing coach. We've seen every single climber do exceptionally well.
Works at local climbing gym, Adrenaline Vault.
Now I'm hoping, take your time on the balance, Cam. We don't want to see you come unstuck here.
Come on, Cam. Here we go.
Come on, Cam.
No,
No,
Cam.
come on,
No,
Cam.
no,
Recover it.
No. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Little mini heart attack.
In my
Far
chest
out.
there, Rob. Cam was in the commentary box with us earlier.
And he said, you know what, guys, I'm going to crush it. Something
But
to
he
that
did
extent.
say he may have a little bit of trouble with the reach on the second obstacle.
Because keeping in mind, he's only 5'6".
But his stature is
Come on, Cam.
infinite when you see him taking on physical things.
He's so fit.
This
We've
guy is unbelievable. And he said earlier, his grip is stronger than it's ever been
He's part
at
of
this
the
point
next
in time.
level
And this
ninja
is
crew.
the guy who was the furthest, fastest Australian last year. Plenty of time left on the clock.
Far out. We know he's got the ability, the technique, the strength to complete it. We just want to see him get through the doors. As soon as he gets through the doors,
Let's go.
we know he's in.
Cameron De Silva.
Come on, Cam. And the thing I like about Cam as well, he is extremely strong and he's got incredibly good flexibility.
He does. All round.
Which helps massively on these
Super
doors.
athletic guy. I remember when he first came to the gym and no one knew who he was yet, and he rocked up and was instantly stronger than everyone. And everyone was like, who the hell is this kid? He's only 20 years old. Insane future ahead of him.
And I tell you what, he's going to make
making light
it through
work of the doors, as he told us he
to
would.
the 5th door, making light work. And he's through the doors with 2 minutes 55 left on the clock. Plenty of time, Cam De Silva.
So much time, Cam, left on the clock.
Shakes out the hands a little bit before resetting. Yes.
Here he goes, Cameron
People have had a little bit of struggle on this
De
obstacle.
Silva. Oh, building up a bit of a swing. Has to transition,
Nice.
Sticks it, and
he's onto the key lock.
Here we go. Key lock we've seen throw off some of our strongest guys.
And you're onto the key lock, Cam, with 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. Looking really strong.
We know he has some of the better grip endurance of any of our athletes here today. One of our highest ranked competitors, one of our fastest competitors, and historically one of the fastest guys ever on this course in any competition.
He's a climbing trainer. He's a climbing coach. We know he's got the strength, the technique.
Also,
we want to see him hit a buzzer. Oh
here we
my
go.
God,
Come on,
look at
Cam.
that.
Come on.
Look at that
Come
reach.
on. Back in. Yes.
Nice.
Thank God.
Come on, Cam. We've
Here we
got so much time left on the clock, obviously, so we've got to get these both holds in the final part of the board before he can dismount. Come on, Cam. Nice, Cam.
Cam De Silva with plenty of time left. 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Come on, Cam.
1 minute, 40 seconds left.
Plenty of time as we see him attack the third last obstacle. Can he be the second stage 2 finisher? Plenty of time left with 1 minute 25 left on the clock. Come on, Cam. We
Do you
want to
think
make
we're
it
going to
through.
see it, Rob?
I don't want to say anything, man. I just want to see him.
I don't want
just
to
want to
jinx
see him
it.
finish it.
Cameron De Silva.
No, put it back, put it back. Oh my God,
Lovely
that would have
work
been a
from
DQ
Cam
if he
De
took
Silva.
that with you. Great
Yes!
work, Cam. All right, Cameron, you got 1 minute and 10 seconds, mate. There is time. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Come on, mate. You've got this.
Cam De Silva
The reverse grip approach on
onto
the bar.
the salmon ladder.
Making
Crushing
light
through.
work of it.
Here
we
we
just
go.
need to get the transition.
Can he stick the transition?
Come on. We
Cameron
need,
De Silva.
We need the transition. Nice.
Yes!
Now the hardest
Can
part.
he
We've
stick
seen-
onto the
We've
UFO?
seen people get unstuck here. We need
Are we
going to
see our second finisher?
Plenty of time. Come on.
Yes!
Come on. Yes!
Come on, Cam.
There's plenty of time, Cam.
Cameron De Silva. Cameron De Silva.
He's the second person to hit the buzzer.
Cameron De Silva.
He's the second person.
So much time
He's
left
got
on the
35
clock.
seconds left on the clock.
Oh my God.
He's absolutely smashed it.
We're going to
He's
go
a weapon.
over.
We said it earlier.
Cameron De Silva, our second finisher of the day. Cameron De Silva. Cameron De Silva, our second competitor through. And Bryson's looking on, knowing that someone is going to push him for furthest fastest this year. We're going to have
Or
more
even
than one.
grand champion.
Or
Rory.
even grand champion. We're going to have someone. We're going to have someone taking on stage 3 alongside Bryson Klein. Cam De Silva, our furthest fastest Aussie last year. So strong, and he came into the commentary box and said to us, yep, I'm going to do it. And he did it. Cameron De Silva. And up next, Ashlin Herbert. Ashlin Herbert, 25 years old. Known as Flashland for his speed on the course, the only competitor to be DQ'd for failing to bring shoes to a competition. But he's got them on today. Drove across the country to be here, and we're so stoked to have him. 3-time Australian Ninja Warrior Grand Finalist. Ashlin Herbert, our second highest seeded competitor. Here he goes. His third appearance at the NCL Finals. Big crowd favorite. Ashlin Herbert. We know he can go fast. I don't know if he's going to be racing in the way that he has in the past on this course, Rob.
I'll tell you what, he's certainly a fan favorite. He always is very consistent with these obstacles. And I hope he can bring that consistency to stage 2.
He has big hands. Big hands.
Big hands.
Let's go, Ashlin.
I mean,
now, we're really at the business end of the comp here. We're seeing
3-time Australian Ninja Warrior Grand Finalist as well. Third NCL final appearance.
Is he strong enough for the doors?
And I'll tell you what, Roy, he reached stage 3.
Here we go, keeping those
year.
legs on really well.
He's looking good.
Transitioning
Come on.
really nicely between
He's
the
doing
doors of
great
death.
for time. I think this is the fastest time at the moment. If he can get off the doors, we've got 3 minutes 20. Ashlin the Flashland, nice work, mate. You've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock left to go. Tell you what,
Ashlin.
Rory.
Whoop.
He did that on purpose, I believe.
Lovely
Nice.
work.
Great. Oh,
Made light
Great work.
work.
nice work, Ashlin. 3 minutes left on the clock. There's plenty of time.
Moving
Tell you
into
what.
our taxing obstacle that's really draining a few people out. Death via attrition, Rob.
He made it to stage 3 in the NCL finals last year. Got Bryson, Cam De Silva in there at the moment. I hope Ashlin Herbert is able to join them there. I tell you what, he just makes that transition.
Not trying to skip any holds. We've seen some people reach straight for that third platform.
He's making light work of this with the dead hang technique.
Perhaps saw Leonard earlier and thought, okay, trying something more dynamic on this obstacle is super dangerous.
Just need to get that last one in
spins
there.
Out.
I tell you what, he's looking sensational at the moment. Get off. On to the next one.
You're going to
Nice
call
work,
it, Rob?
Ashlin.
You think we're going to see another finisher?
I think we just need a... We've got 2 minutes 10 left, Ashlin. There is plenty of time on the clock with 2 minutes 10 left.
2 obstacles, 1 wall, 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Let's
I
go,
hope we do.
Ashlin.
I hope we do. I mean, he's looking really strong. He always looks really strong.
He does. This guy.
And he's doing sensational for time. We just don't want to see any errors here. Dismount straight onto the flying bar. Come on.
He
Leave the
drove
hooks up there.
across Australia to be here today.
Nice
1
work, Ashlin.
minute and 45 seconds left on the clock, Ashlin. 1 minute 45.
Plenty of time with 1 minute 40 on the clock. Plenty of time. Tell you what.
Transitions onto the salmon ladder. Are we going
And
to
he's
see
making light work of
another
this.
finisher?
Come on. We want to see this transition and then onto the flying bar to make our third competitor through to stage 2. Stage 3, sorry. Oh my God, come on. We just need this last
Ashlin,
transition onto the
onto
UFO to cannonball. Yes! Ashlin!
Ashlin Herbert.
With plenty of time left on the clock, needs to finish it off strong.
He's through.
With 1 minute 10 on the
So
clock.
much time left on the clock.
So much time on the clock. We're
He's
going to
done
finish it with
We
more.
have
Oh my God.
another stage
What
3.
a legend. We have
Competitor, Rob.
And hopefully we see a
Unbelievable.
stage 4, but what an exceptional effort from Ashlin Herbert.
Does that work? Rob's going over to have a chat with him. Ashlin Herbert, another finisher here on stage 2, showing that it can be done.
One of the most loved competitors. Ashlin, mate, you're looking so consistent. Congratulations, man. I believe you've been a grand finalist in the TV show Australian Ninja Warrior. You've made it through to stage 3 today, one of 3 competitors so far. Hopefully we get another one. You don't look like you're struggling.
No, that was a pretty good pump, that one. That's, yeah, nice rock hard forearms.
You had so much time left there, Ashlin. Taking on stage 3, are you still going to go for speed, or are you going to pace yourself a bit here?
Nah, still speed.
Always speed.
The fastest competitor in the league. Well done. Hopefully Matty Bowles can join you in the finals. So far it's the 3 of you. Let's hopefully make it 4. What do you reckon of stage 3, mate?
It looks hard. Yeah. Good luck, Matty. Smash it.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Ladies and gentlemen, our third competitor through to stage 3. Bryson Klein, Cam De Silva, and Ashlin Herbert. And we have 1 competitor left on stage 2. Local superhero Matt Bowles. What a run from Ashlin Herbert. These guys mean business, Rob.
Wow. 3 competitors through to the next stage. Ashlin Herbert. Incredible demonstration.
Finishing the course in 3 minutes 45, was it?
Unreal.
Ah.
This is one of the hardest courses in the world. And out of this incredibly stacked field, so far only 3 finishes. The doors, of course, being the bogey obstacle, but we're seeing with these later competitors, the doors are no sweat at all.
Far out. I'm pumped.
I just can't believe how much time he had left on the clock.
For those listening online, tuning in with Rory Smith, Rob Sandover in the host box, we are so pumped to be here today. And I mean, the athletes are putting on an absolute show. We can't wait for stage 3. But right now, we've got coming up next, our last competitor, Matty Bowles.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Bowles, 22 years old, qualified through the WA season here at Ninja Academy, missed out on top seed by a single point. He's also a free driver, and member of the Perth Wildcats dunk team, Rob. And you would bet that he would have seen Ashlin, he would have seen Cam, he would have seen Bryson finishing that course real quick, and he's going to want to push them for time just like he did yesterday. He was our fastest runner through stage 1 yesterday. Let's go, Matt Bowles.
And I tell you what, Rory, it came up on the screen there that he was 34 years of age. If I looked like that at 34, I'd be stoked.
Just to clarify, Matt Bowles.
He is actually 22 years of age.
No, he's 34, but he has the best Botox. Come
Matty,
on, Matt.
come on. Not on the balance, not on the balance. No!
No!
Matt!
Oh, heartbreak here. Absolute heartbreak.
Matty Bowles.
From Matt Bowles, heartbreak on stage 2 on obstacle 1.
The balance.
Completely caught off guard there. What happened, Rob?
Oh, no, I thought he came back.
Oh, and it looks like we've seen a number of techniques going through this today, with most people using the beams to stabilize themselves a little bit.
Matty, so unlucky.
It happens to the best of us. Matt is the best of us.
He is. I thought we'd see 4 in stage 3.
And it looks like he was trying to lean on them a bit. We've seen other competitors really stay really low, use them to balance themselves, and then stand up and move through. And that is super unfortunate. And that is the end
of stage 2. But stay with us, because we've got a stage 3 burner.
Stage 3 coming up in a little while. In the meantime, on stage 2, only 3 finishers. Ashlin Herbert, Cameron Silva, and Bryson Klein. Only the 3 of them will be moving through to stage 3. Stage 3 looks. Stage 3 looks pretty gnarly, Rob.
Challenge League history. But stay with us, because we will be right back.
Having a look now.
On the leaderboard, Ashlin the Flashland coming in at the moment, currently sitting at first place with a time of 3 minutes 38 on stage 2. Very impressive, followed by Cameron De Silva with 4 minutes 9 and Bryson with 4 minutes 39, just scraping in.
And if you look at those times, Bryson was on track to finish second pretty cleanly. Super quick through the course and just had a fumble on ball 1.
I mean, Charlie Robbins was sitting at 3 minutes 39. He would have made it just after Flashland. Mat Redho, I mean, fantastic competitor. The B-boy Leonard, the Lion.
Also a big upset coming off on that key lock.
Olivia Vivian taking out last woman standing, I believe. Incredible effort by every single athlete that came down to compete on stage 2 today.
And we're about to see pages of doors, I think, here, Rob.
I know. Chris Keswick coming in at 11th place. I mean, he has just climbed the ranks over the years. He's one to watch in the future for sure. Zak Stolz doing really, really good job. Cody Thomas coming back from an ACL injury, with Brendan Nass coming in at 14th. Graham Payne, Luke Williams, Dave Ravi, Benjamin Upton.
Representing our sponsor, Aussie Grip, Benjamin Upton.
So many people calling it on the floating doors on the 3rd one. Ben Davies. I think we're about to see a whole page of floating doors.
Here it is. The doors of death taking out so many strong names. Donnie Byrne, our furthest fastest ninja in 2017.
Justin Conway, who joined us in the booth. Jack Martin, Troy Cullen, Fred Dorrington, last man standing in Australian Ninja Warrior.
All these super weapons coming out on the doors of death.
Rem Yarrick, Johan. I mean, some great athletes that have just come undone on the floating doors. Cameron McLintock again, David Fox. An unfortunate DQ for Matthew on the pole.
And then the lollipop, what we saw was, a slippery obstacle.
Took out
Again,
a few people.
Taking out some really, really good
Early
people
bogey
there.
one.
And unfortunately, Matty Bowles coming in at 40 with the pole placement on the balance, which took out, I believe, 8 competitors, which is just...
Very unlucky. And we know that he could go so much further.
But stay with us because we will be back for stage 3. Tune in.